Hey there, my wonderful friends. I'm so thrilled to share this moment with you today. Let's dive into something I bet many of you have experienced. You eat a healthy food like yogurt, expecting to feel amazing, but instead, you're left with a grumbly stomach, bloating, or just feeling off. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone, and I'm here to help you figure out why. Yogurt is often celebrated as a gut health hero, packed with probiotics that support digestion, strengthen immunity, and even lift your mood. But here's the catch. Yogurt is a bit like a delicate flower. It thrives when paired with the right foods, but can backfire if you mix it with the wrong ones. Some combinations can zap its probiotic power, trigger fermentation in your gut, or leave you feeling sluggish and uncomfortable. Today, I'm going to walk you through 3 foods you should never eat with yogurt and explain why they can cause trouble. But don't worry, I won't leave you hanging. I'll also share 3 fantastic food pairings that amplify yogurt's benefits, making it a true ally for your digestive health and overall well-being, especially if you're over 50. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to enjoy yogurt the right way, so every bite leaves you feeling light, energized, and amazing. Let's get started. Number 1. Citrus fruits and melons. A surprising mismatch. This first one might shock you because yogurt and fruit are often sold as the perfect match. Think of all those fruity yogurt flavors lining the grocery store shelves. Mango, lemon, berry blast. They sound healthy, don't they? But here's the truth. Mixing yogurt with citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, or grapefruits, or even melons like watermelon or cantaloupe, can spell trouble for your digestion, especially as you age. Citrus fruits are highly acidic, and when their acid meets the dairy proteins in yogurt, it can cause curdling, not just in your bowl, but in your stomach. That curdled mix is tough to digest, often leading to bloating, gas, or that heavy, uneasy feeling. Melons, on the other hand, digest quickly, while yogurt takes its time. When you eat them together, the melon gets stuck waiting for the yogurt to catch up, which can lead to fermentation in your gut, causing discomfort or even diarrhea. Ancient practices like Ayurveda have warned about mixing dairy with fruits for centuries, especially for those of us with slower digestion, which becomes more common after 50. Number 2. Spicy or fried foods. A recipe for discomfort. Who doesn't love a bit of spice or a crispy fried treat now and then? But combining these with yogurt can throw your digestion into chaos, especially as we age. Spicy foods like chili, hot sauce, or fiery curries can irritate your stomach lining, which is already more sensitive as you get older. Yogurt, being cooling and mucus-forming, sends mixed signals to your digestive system. It's like pressing the gas and brake at the same time. The result? Indigestion, gas, or acid reflux, often hitting you soon after eating. Fried foods are just as problematic. They're typically cooked in heavy oils that are hard to digest on their own. When you add yogurt, you create a rich, heavy combo that lingers in your stomach, leading to bloating, sluggishness, or even inflammation that can make your joints feel stiff. I'll never forget Sarah, a 67-year-old viewer who loved dipping her fried veggie fritters in yogurt sauce. It was her favorite treat, but she'd wake up feeling foggy and weighed down. I suggested enjoying her yogurt separately, and the next week, she said she felt like a new person, clear-headed and full of energy. So, if you love spicy or fried foods, enjoy them in moderation, but keep your yogurt far away from them. Let it work its magic with foods that complement it, which brings us to the exciting part, the pairings that make yogurt shine. Number 3. Meat or high-protein foods. Too much of a good thing? This one might not be on your radar, but pairing yogurt with heavy protein foods like steak, chicken, fish, or even eggs can overload your digestive system. Yogurt already has a good amount of protein, so adding more protein-packed foods creates a digestive traffic jam, especially for those of us over 50. Here's why. Digesting protein requires a lot of stomach acid. When you pile on multiple proteins in one meal, your stomach has to work overtime, slowing digestion to a crawl. The food sits in your stomach longer than it should, which can lead to fermentation, bloating, gas, or even acid reflux. Plus, all that extra acid can overwhelm the probiotics in yogurt, rendering them less effective, or even wiping them out entirely. A viewer named James, 70, reached out to me last year. He loved having yogurt as a side with his hearty chicken dinners, but he'd feel heavy and bloated afterward. We made a simple tweak. He started eating his yogurt as a standalone snack, a few hours before or after his main meal. Within days, he said he felt lighter and more comfortable than he had in years. The lesson? Give your stomach a break. Let yogurt shine on its own instead of competing with heavy. Now, let's talk about 3 foods that pair perfectly with yogurt. Now that we've covered what not to eat with yogurt, let's talk about the foods that make it a digestive superstar. These pairings are gentle, nourishing, and especially great for those of us over 50. They'll leave you feeling light, energized, and in tune with your body. Here are my top 3. Number 1. Cooked pears with nutmeg. A warm, gut-soothing delight. We often hear that raw fruits are the gold standard for health, but as we age, our digestion often prefers something softer and warmer. That's where cooked pears with a pinch of nutmeg come in. They're a match made in heaven for yogurt, especially for older adults. Pears are rich in fiber and antioxidants, including pectin, a prebiotic that feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping the probiotics in yogurt thrive. Raw pears can be tough on sensitive stomachs, but when you gently cook them, they become soft, warm, and easy to digest. A game changer for anyone dealing with bloating or irregularity. Nutmeg adds a cozy, anti-inflammatory touch that supports digestion and helps regulate blood sugar, which is key for managing energy swings or conditions like pre-diabetes. Picture this: warm, tender pears with a sprinkle of nutmeg stirred into creamy yogurt. It's like a hug in a bowl, reminiscent of cozy evenings by the fire. I remember a viewer named Linda, 73, who used to eat her yogurt with raw strawberries but always felt bloated afterward. She switched to cooked pears with nutmeg, and within a week, she said her digestion felt smoother and she had more energy to enjoy her daily walks. To try this, peel and slice a pear. Simmer it in a small pot with a splash of water for about 10 minutes until soft. Then sprinkle with a pinch of nutmeg. Let it cool slightly, then mix it into plain, unsweetened yogurt. It's perfect for breakfast, a snack, or even a light dessert. Your gut will thank you for this warm, comforting combo. Number 2. Pumpkin seeds. Tiny powerhouses for digestion. Sometimes, the smallest ingredients pack the biggest punch, and pumpkin seeds are proof of that. These little gems are loaded with nutrients that support digestion, heart health, and overall wellness, making them an ideal yogurt partner, especially for those of us in our later years. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats, which help reduce inflammation, a common culprit behind bloating and digestive discomfort as we age. They're also a great source of fiber, which promotes regular bowel movements and keeps things moving smoothly. When you add a tablespoon of ground or lightly crushed pumpkin seeds to your yogurt, you're giving your gut a boost of prebiotics to feed those probiotics, creating the perfect environment for a healthy microbiome. Here's a quick tip. Grind your pumpkin seeds for easier digestion, or soak them in water for a few hours to soften them. Stir them into your yogurt with a drizzle of raw honey for a touch of natural sweetness. A viewer named Michael, 69, started adding pumpkin seeds to his evening yogurt after struggling with sluggish digestion. Within a few days, he noticed less bloating and more regularity. Plus, he felt more focused during the day. It's a simple, budget-friendly addition that delivers big results. Number 3. Soaked rolled oats. A timeless gut-nourishing combo. Oats are a classic comfort food, and for good reason. They're gentle, wholesome, and packed with nutrients. But did you know they're also a fantastic match for yogurt? This combo is especially great for older adults, as it supports digestion and sustained energy. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a type of fiber that lowers cholesterol, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds the good bacteria in your gut, making it a perfect prebiotic partner for yogurt's probiotics. But raw, dry oats can be tough on sensitive stomachs, so I recommend soaking them overnight in yogurt or a splash of water or milk. By morning, they're soft, creamy, and ready to eat. No cooking required. If you prefer warm oats, gently cook them with water or milk. Let them cool slightly, then stir in your yogurt for a cozy, satisfying meal. I'll never forget Ellen, a 74 greedy paint pattern, who swore off oats because they always left her bloated. When I asked how she prepared them, she said she ate instant oats straight from the packet with cold yogurt. We switched to soaked overnight oats with a sprinkle of cinnamon, and 2 weeks later, she said her digestion was smoother, her energy was up, and she even felt sharper mentally. That's the power of preparing food in a way that works with your body. To make this, mix a 1/4 cup of rolled oats with plain yogurt and a splash of liquid, then let it sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning, add a dash of cinnamon or a few slices of cooked pear for extra flavor. It's a simple, gut-friendly breakfast or snack that's been nourishing people for generations. Before we go, let's take a moment to connect. Food isn't just about nourishment, it's memories, comfort, and connection. But as we age, it can also become a source of frustration when healthy choices leave us feeling worse. If you've ever eaten yogurt and ended up bloated or uncomfortable, you're not alone, and you're not doing anything wrong. Our bodies change over time, and they're asking us to listen more closely and choose our foods with care. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you feel lighter, more energized, and more in tune with your body. So tomorrow, when you reach for that yogurt, I hope you feel empowered to pair it wisely and savor every bite. Woo. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend or loved one who might be struggling with digestion. They'll thank you for it. Thank you for joining me today. Take care, listen to your body, and remember, little tweaks can lead to big transformations.